Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Golf 18 Holes Tournament of Wii Sports Resort. My name is EpicCrossover, and welcome back to another matchup of pretty close seeds between one another. We have the number 15 seed Kiwi going up against the number 18 seed JMBoltz. This is surely going to be a very interesting match because of what basically the stakes are of this match. I mean, whoever wins will end up going up against probably one of the better seeds in the tournament. I'm unsure when that match is going to be, so it's going to be very soon. Later this on Sunday, so it's going to be either Mudkip or Rymac, who still are going to be two good competitors as well. But this is sure going to be a very interesting match between both runners, as both runners can go ahead and jump into Wii Sports Resort whenever they are ready to begin. So just a couple notes before we start. There's going to be just a little bit slight changes just in terms of if you have watched the OG Wii Sports one before the tournament just a couple months ago. Basically, it's going to be 18 holes. They're going to do the A and B, but they're going to start from the restart timing, which is 3 seconds. So we'll do a countdown, and then they'll be able to restart, and we'll be ready to go. So we're to make sure that both runners are jumping straight into this. So this is a best of 3. They'll do the A and B to make sure they don't have to do a little bit of a second A-B press. And make sure they're all good to go going into this match. Also, Kiwi might need to change the Mii's right there for Kiwi's side. I think JMBoltz is ready to go. Once both runners are given a confirmation as they are ready, they can get things going. Sorry, I just find it very funny that shout out, by the way, Kiwi is streaming this on the Hit the Junkport 1 Trillion, which I think is fantastic. Absolute fantastic Mii choice. Alright, so JMBoltz is ready. And Kiwi, I believe, is ready as well. So we're going to start off with game number 1 of possible 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so as we are ready to get things underway,
solid shot.
A little bit of a delay between both runners. Actually, a lot more of a delay. Ooh, okay, about 10 seconds or so. So we're trying to coordinate this in the best way we possibly can. 8 wind already to start off the bat for Kiwi. This is a really good start for Kiwi in terms of wind speeds, because especially with holes 3 and 5 being one of the big run killers, it's definitely better to have wind backwards, south wind. So far pretty good. And then JMBoltz has the birdie chance as well. Both will make it as we head into hole number 2. So Kiwi doing the strategy of giving up on hole number 2, trying to play hole 4. I think JMBoltz will be going for give up on hole 4 actually instead. So JMBoltz will be playing hole 2. Seems to be doing a pretty good job of it so far. But just got to keep in mind, you don't want to hit it too close because, of course, that replay counter. That is definitely an addition that will definitely hinder some of the performance from both of these runners. I would say pretty even going into hole number 3 here. Kiwi having a little bit of a curved shot here. 0 win for JMBoltz. That is very close to the tree, though, so luckily it misses the mark. But if it had some like east wind there, it probably would have hit the tree. Kiwi with a really nicely done shot. Does that... Wow. Not much really else to say other than that is a beautiful shot from Kiwi and an eagle. Kiwi definitely taking the lead now. JMBoltz having to settle for a birdie chance here as we head into hole number 4. Okay, so I see the plan here is actually both give up on holes 2 and 4. Considering the wind there was not great for Kiwi, I think it's definitely the right move. JMBoltz unfortunately missing some shots there. We'll have to have a little. Needs to definitely catch up in the later stages of this whole golf shebang as we head into hole number 5 for Kiwi. Pretty good curve shot here, just ripping it off the bat. And Vic hit the tree as well, but got a good bounce off the tree. So luckily, not too much of a hindrance here. Let's see where this lands for Kiwi. Okay, pretty good on the fairway. Oh, JMBoltz, very strong north wind here. Does play it in the best way possible, which is pretty good. Yeah, a lot of what you have to do here is basically manage to, like, basically in real time, try and calculate your shot and what would be the absolute best for you. JMBoltz definitely should be making some time here if he does get this eagle chance here. Is not in a bad spot to really get a replay, but unfortunately for both runners, a missed putt and then a tree hit here. Ooh, that is not good for Kiwi. Ooh. So Kiwi unfortunately having to go around here. Definitely will lose some time for this part of the run, as we're almost a third of the way through so far. Okay, JMBoltz having a decent shot here. Has to play this, has to curve this around, I think. Yeah. That's probably going to go with the bunker. Okay, no, not the bunker, but still very close. Unfortunately, cannot capitalize on Kiwi's gaff by hitting the tree. And lands in the rough, too, with that backspin. So there's a lot of different factors that definitely could be played. Like, even some backspin could be good in some scenarios. In some scenarios, it could definitely hinder you, like possibly hindering you into a replay, hindering you into a bad spot. That's very close. Oh my goodness. Kiwi trying to take the risk by going for that island hit. Little, like, slight island hit, though, which is not really like the whole 12 island hit, but it's still a little scary. Manages to stay in bounds. Oh, but misses the putt at the very end of hole 7. Definitely losing some time here. But these are just some mistakes that you can end up making here. Ooh, JMBoltz almost getting it in there. That could have been a replay had it gone in, though. So, oh my goodness. And unfortunately, another mistake for JMBoltz. This is the case with a lot of this game, where it's just you have to make sure you can get your putts down right, but it is so easy to mess up the putts. All right, so going into basically the
Nice shot.
oh, and the flag hit from JMBoltz as Kiwi heads into hole 9. That is really unfortunate from JMBoltz. That was a pretty good shot too, but we'll have to settle for a par now. As Kiwi going for it on hole 9. Lands in the bunker, but is still very, very fast. Oh, and definitely will save some time. Just has to put this close.
Nice approach.
And nicely done from Kiwi. And Kiwi wasn't a good spot, but still some misplays here and there. JMBoltz hitting the tree on hole 9, but luckily is not in the way, so can go for it here.
Solid
He gets a
shot.
pretty good shot. This can definitely make up some time for JMBoltz. Needs to get a birdie here for most ideal time save here. That should be good, and it is. Okay, so JMBoltz still can make up some time despite Kiwi having about like a 3-stroke lead going into the second half of this 18 holes round 1.
Good birdie.
Kiwi getting a birdie right there. Going into hole number 11 here. 20 wind to the southeast. Holy by the English. As JMBoltz finishes up hole number 10, has to make this shot here though. Unfortunately, does not. Kiwi barely makes it in for hole 11. So about 3 shots going into hole number 12 for Kiwi in terms of a lead.
Great shot.
Has 16 wins south. Is able to make it though. JMBoltz with a nice shot on hole 11. Going for that birdie chance here. Needs to make us some time right now. That unfortunately does not help. JMBoltz needs to get some of those putts in though to catch up time because Kiwi has not been perfect either. Kiwi has had some missed putts here and there. But Kiwi, will that go in? Oh, very close.
Nice approach.
Almost made it in for an eagle. Has to settle for a birdie, but still in a comfortable lead over JMBoltz. JMBoltz almost going out of bounds on that island shot. Has to red bar it here in order to get a decent line on a shot for this next hole. So you're seeing a lot of desperate maneuvers from both competitors trying to make sure they can save time and not lose it.
Good birdie.
This is sometimes just the nerves of when you play. It's still no replays, by the way. Despite the desperate maneuvers and also just some stellar maneuvering around the mistakes they've been making. Kiwi's definitely done a very good job of that. Nicely done shot on hole number 14. JMBoltz, unfortunately, not in the best position. That is really unlucky for JMBoltz. Oh my goodness. And the tree hit. Eagle chance here for Kiwi. Oh, but Kiwi misses it though.
Great approach.
JMBoltz still has chance to catch up. But that does not help either. JMBoltz with a double bogey on hole number 13. Kiwi with a one hole lead going into hole number 15. Does get the right win here for 10 Dog Strat. Shout out 10 Dog. If you're here in the chat, we love you. 10 Dog Strat, here we go. Nicely done from Kiwi. Beautifully done shot.
That's it.
As wraps up hole number 15 here. Nicely done from Kiwi. JMBoltz with a pretty good shot. Will settle for a birdie, but still, this is not over yet. Kiwi still has 3 holes to go. He's going for it on hole 16. Will Kiwi make it through? Yes. Yes, Kiwi will. And that's a very nicely done shot with a nice pin placement as well. These these B pins are looking pretty good for Kiwi. And that is a terrific shot from Kiwi Fruit. Kiwi Fruit has the momentum here going into hole number 17. 2 more holes left for the 1-0 lead over JMBoltz for this tournament match. JMBoltz managing to make the putt here. Was very close to missing, but still has a chance to catch up here. Definitely needs to start sinking some shots here in order to possibly come back here. All right, going for... Ooh, no! Ah! As Kiwi goes into hole 18,
Great shot.
JMBoltz with just the most unfortunate luck of all time. A tree hit into out of bounds. As Kiwi gets some very strong north wind here. Where will this land? Oh, it's in a very good position. And Kiwi is almost at the very end. What has been a disastrous first match for JMBoltz. And an 11-29 for Kiwi Fruit. A tremendous first match for Kiwi. Had some mishaps here and there, but still played absolutely fantastic. That hole 16 was very, very good. Yes, an 11-30. Nicely done for Kiwi. As JMBoltz still not too far behind, even despite the mishaps he had. Still has been playing pretty well. and definitely can make things a lot more interesting going into game number 2. Going for a shot here. Should put him close to the hole. Is on the edge of the green. Should be making this, hopefully. I could be wrong. I was wrong. But still, getting the birdie chance here. Finishing up with a 12-23, according to JMBoltz. Very nicely done. But fortunately, it will not be enough to get the point for this first one. Kiwi gets the point, and it only needs one more to advance to the second round of the winner's bracket. But, however, the loser of this is not out of the tournament. The losers will be going into losers round 1, and will face, most likely, I think, either Mudkip or Rymac in the losers round 1. So you can definitely not count them out yet, as they definitely will be a scary victor, because honestly, both these competitors have been playing very well so far. It just, unfortunately, there's some missed putts here and there from both competitors, especially JMBoltz, which is definitely what led to the unfortunate time loss, and definitely adds up as soon as you unfortunately mess up a little bit more. But both runners are going to lead menu now, heading into game number 2, which will be in a few moments. No replays so far from either competitor. I am sure that we might get more hopefully later, but it seems to me whenever I commentate this, there's like barely any replays. So I don't know if it's something that I've been doing, but anyway, we'll see what the case is here for game number 2. And we'll see if JMBoltz can fire back with a match of another win. Not another win, but like a win to even up the series. And it's going to be very interesting to see what both runners will end up doing in this game number 2. So as long as both runners are ready to go, we can get things underway. Kiwi is ready, Freddy. I like to hear the sound of that. And JMBoltz is ready, Teddy. Awesome. Thank you, both of our runners. All right, so we're going to start off with game number 2 of possible 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, game number 2 is underway. Kiwi starting off with probably a little bit more of a 10-second delay as well. So as we get things going, okay, so about more than 9 seconds, but still not too bad. So far, both runners not doing any rough strategy of going to the left. I mean, it depends on what wind you get, really. But you also could curve the shot as well. Kiwi, unfortunately, not making it to the actual green. It will be on the edge of the green. So we'll have to putt a little bit of a long way here. Is not able to sink the putt, unfortunately. JMBoltz with a really good shot manages to get it within 5 feet. So JMBoltz with the lead going into hole number 2. But you can definitely see that lead change very quickly depending on what the shots are like. Kiwi, unfortunately, had some mishap of a wind here. JMBoltz with another great shot. Going into hole number 3. Great shots so far from JMBoltz. Kiwi, unfortunately, did not get the give up here on hole number 2. Will have to play hole 2 in order to move on to hole number 3, which is unfortunate for Kiwi. Once again, still plenty more to go. JMBoltz, pretty good shot here. Does have some unfortunate 16 wind southeast here. So will not be able to get an eagle chance unless JMBoltz wants a replay, which definitely could happen here. Okay, just barely missed it there. Kiwi going for it. Manages to miss the bunker. And a really nicely done shot. Definitely with a nice recovery here for Kiwi. Could have an eagle chance here. Should be a straight shot here. And it is. Kiwi has made up that time. It'll be very interesting to see what win both of them will be getting on hole number 5. Especially with both of them giving up on hole 4. We can just basically go past this, as both runners will be doing the same thing for hole number 4. So in terms of hole 5, it really just will depend on, like, if you have a possible eagle factor here, because it really just depends on what wind you get. I'm unsure what the wind is for both of our runners. JMBoltz, unfortunately, that might be in the rough, and it is. We'll have to red bar here. Red bar's it to the left. I think that was the better scenario. Kiwi, does that stay in? No, it does not. So I thought it couldn't get any worse. Kiwi, unfortunately, landing in the water. And JMBoltz with a really nice recovery here. And JMBoltz will still maintain that lead going into hole number 6. Unfortunate disaster strikes for Kiwi, as we'll have to settle for a bogey chance here. And unfortunately does not make that. Right up on to hole number 6. JMBoltz going a little too far there. We'll have to settle for a rough hit here. We'll have to probably get a par. Hit it a little too hard, but still not in the worst scenario here. Unfortunately, that putt does not help him, though. And we'll have to settle for a bogey.
Nice on.
Kiwi in a good position here. Needs to hit this putt here. Unfortunately, misses. Unfortunate disaster once again for Kiwi. Back-to-back holes with just unfortunate circumstances. Kiwi, okay, not Kiwi, sorry. JMBoltz almost making it onto the green. But, not the green, the fairway. I cannot talk sometimes, I'm sorry. Still in a really good position, though. JMBoltz has been playing really good so far in terms of those iron hits. Putts have been okay. Kiwi, that is very close. That is a replay, everybody. 31 replays now. Kiwi hitting it a little too close there. But still, that definitely can save some time. I mean, it's better than having the shot go in the water, and definitely helped a little bit, but still loses time. As JMBoltz makes that putt here on hole number 8. Let's see what Kiwi does here. Has 16 wind to the northeast, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, that did not travel too far. Had a little bit of a 3-bar hit here. So we'll have to settle for a very long putt. Going for the red bar hit. Trying to make it close. Okay, made it pretty close to where it's not too bad of a scenario here for Kiwi. As JMBoltz going for it on hole number 9. Does that make it? Yes, it does. Just barely. As Kiwi makes it on hole number 8. JMBoltz just deciding to rip it. Manages to get in a pretty good spot, too. JMBoltz, for this front 9 so far, has been playing pretty well. Pretty much putting it right next to the hole. As we head into the back 9 for JMBoltz. As Kiwi, that unfortunately will not make it. Kiwi has been playing pretty well despite these catastrophes. That is very close. Luckily, was not in the range for a replay this time. So luckily, it can just be a quick putt. That's definitely what Kiwi needed in order to gain back some momentum here. As we head into hole number 10 for both runners. JMBoltz, unfortunately, missing that putt here. Unfortunately, not always can be too consistent with these putts. Zero wind here for Kiwi. It's going to put it close. And puts it pretty close to where it stops immediately. And sets up for a birdie chance right away. And that's a really good shot. Unfortunately, JMBoltz decided to go for the OG Wii Sports route of hitting the bunker. But unfortunately, it is not good to go for a driver chip, as that will lose many seconds. Kiwi Fruit, pretty decent shot here.
Nice approach.
Does not get the replay. Kiwi has caught up. This is a race, folks. Going into hole number 12, both runners seemingly within like 10 seconds of one another. Still very nicely done shots from both runners. JMBoltz getting the right amount of power here. Kiwi getting the right amount of power as well. JMBoltz setting that second shot down. Where will it land? Pretty close. On the fairway in a decent, nicely done spot. Kiwi hitting the second shot. Much better of a shot. JMBoltz almost making it in with a chip in. Eagle and birdie chance consecutively for both of them. And both of them sink it in. We are still neck and neck going into hole number 13. Kiwi with a +2 score. JMBoltz with a +0 score. Don't think that's going to affect too much of the pin locations. But both runners hitting it pretty close to one another. About 12 feet each. Okay, Kiwi a little bit closer. And just like that, they are locked in, going for the win for Kiwi or going for the tiebreaker for JMBoltz.
Great shot.
Both runners had to play this pretty well. Unfortunately, JMBoltz hits the tree. It's not in the best scenario here. Kiwi in a pretty good spot, though. JMBoltz just having to rip it here. Unfortunately, lands in the bunker. Kiwi in a decent spot, too, but needs to make this putt in order to have a decent lead. Eagle chance for Kiwi. And sinks it. And JMBoltz, unfortunately, does not make that shot. And Kiwi has the lead going into hole number 15. Well, who knows? It may be a little bit different depending on the delay. However, as I see it, Kiwi has a little bit of the lead here. JMBoltz managing to get the 10-dog strat. Not sure if that was intentional, though. But it could save a little bit of time, but it's a little bit of a slow 10-dog. JMBoltz, very close to a replay here. Just barely survived that. As it is still, once again, neck and neck going into the next hole. As that hole is number 16. 6 wins south for JMBoltz. Will he make it? Yes, he will. I think 6 north wind for Kiwi. That will survive as well. Hitting the bunker is both of our runners. JMBoltz with nice backspin here. Kiwi, will that go in? That is very close. And it is not a replay as well. 2 feet. Just barely edging it out there. And once again, both runners have been doing an exceptional job this game. As both runners will be giving up hole 17. Setting up for good B-pins on the final hole. They just had the reluctance. Unfortunately, Kiwi had 18 wind north. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Kiwi win gets, what the wins are for Kiwi, and especially JMBoltz, because JMBoltz needs some good win here in order to tie this series up. It all comes down to this. Oh, that is very unfortunate for JMBoltz. Cannot go for the left path here. Kiwi does get some good win for it. And that is in the rough for JMBoltz. 20 win south. That is not going to make it. Kiwi, that does make it. JMBoltz just has to go for it at this point. Will he make it? No, he won't. Heartbreak for JMBoltz.
Nice approach.
JMBoltz just desperately trying to get on there. Unfortunately, it will not be enough.
Great birdie.
As Kiwi. Oh, wait, what? Is the delay pretty bad? Huh? Because JMBoltz is still playing. Okay, hold on. Huh? Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna need to retime that. Wait, hold on. Hold, chat, hold. We might have had some interesting delay here. Yeah, yeah, we'll be right back. We'll be right back, folks.
Great throw.
All right, I think we are still looking at the official ruling as Kiwi serves up some bowling for us. So the current situation is that JMBoltz came in with a time of 11:57, and then Kiwi came in with a time of 12 flat. However, in the stream, that was a very different scenario. So we are going to make sure everything is all right. So just going to let you all know that. Regardless, a great match from both of our runners. Unfortunately, just had some unfortunate luck there on hole 18 for JMBoltz. So give us just a few moments. We'll see if we are playing a game number 3 or we have a 2-0 victory here for Kiwi. So we'll figure out in just a moment. So just don't go anywhere. We'll figure things out as we go. You get 2 frames per year. Oof. By the way, just a reminder, everybody, we do have more matches tomorrow. We have a match at, I think, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a match between Speedy Club, the number 10 seed, versus Askenetti, the number 23 seed. I will be on commentary for that. So if you are around 12 hours from now, that will be a fantastic matchup between both of those runners. Then I will be showing off a losers round 1 matchup between me and SM Midi. That will be at noon Eastern Standard Time. That is the US time. So if you want to figure out how that time is slightly different, go into the Wii Sports tournament announcements. there should be a list of in your time zone what time the matches are for you. So feel free to look at that in case you want to get updated with other matches of this tournament as well. We have Glitchy Nito versus Fluffy Paper on Sunday at 8 a.m. We also have a matchup between Ray and Alnick for Sunday around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have a match between Mudkip and Rymac, which will be whoever wins this match, which, as it looks like right now, we are unsure, but it could be Kiwi, could be JMBoltz if we go to a Game 3. We don't know. But that will be on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there will also be a match on Monday between the winners round 2. So we still have plenty of matches more to go. We are just starting with this, so if you want to stick around for some more matches to come, you definitely got to check out Resort Fest. They put on an absolutely amazing tournament for the OG Wii Sports Resort Golf 9 holes. So as we have Resort playing around here, we are just getting started. There's going to be a lot more absolute cinema matches going on. Absolute fantastic ones between many talented runners, some having a sub 10. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the scenario is here. All right. So it's very interesting to see what the scenario is here. I think so. I guess I'll explain things for the people of the Resort Fest stream. As it turns out, the timing from both runners was actually, in fact, correct. Kiwi managed to get around a 12 flat, and then JMBoltz got a 11.56. So, as it seems to both of us, it seems to me that JMBoltz had some McDonald's Wi-Fi. So unfortunately, we got a much more bigger delay than we were planning for. So, JMBoltz does win this match, and we do go to a game number 3, a deciding tiebreaker. Hopefully, we can make sure that the delay is not as bad for the final game. But we're going to try. Cindy's going to try her best to work with this. So shout out to Cindy for putting on this match for us and restreaming it. So we will get things back underway for game number 3. And we have both runners. I think JMBoltz will just have to go back to the Wii menu here. I know Kiwi has already done it, so we can get back to things. Get things back under control. This has been an absolute wild ride. I mean, JMBoltz had an absolute gaffe on hole 18. Just had the worst win possible, I think, and then just had the worst placement possible. And then, unfortunately, just had to basically, out of desperation, try and get it on the higher level. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens for this next game. Because according to JMBoltz's stream is like 30 seconds behind. So hopefully we can have an accurate timing for this last game. Because we've seen some great showcases from both of our runners. So we're going to try our best to put it all together here. And I am very excited to see what happens for this last game. So we're going to try our best to slap it all together for an absolute fantastic final game, a tiebreaker game. This has been a game of all time. And we are ready for absolute cinema of game number 3. If both runners are ready to go, let me know. Awesome. Both runners are ready to go. Good luck to both of our runners. We are going to start off with the final game of 3. And we're going to start off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck to both Kiwi and JMBoltz as we start off game number 3.
Nice shot.
Kiwi starting off with hole number 1. So we got to get off to a hot start here. JMBoltz with a little bit more of a delay, so we'll try and work things out between both of those runners. Kiwi with a pretty good start to this match. Pretty good, pretty close, and manages to sink it in before JMBoltz even starts. How much of a delay is this? This is not normal. Oh my god. 49 seconds. Holy mother of God. Yeah, we're going to try our best to explain how this is going to go down. But we're going to see how well both of our runners play here. I'm going to try my best to explain what is going on here. Kiwi going into hole number 3, having a pretty decent shot here. I am unsure how Kiwi's gonna play this. Seems to be playing it under the tree. Goes pretty far though, so it's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna happen for this third shot. As JMBoltz's computer got struck by a bolt of lightning, so unfortunately we were unable to see JMBoltz's live feed. Hopefully we can get some of the satellite for that. Oh. Seems to be that JMBoltz has struck to game number hole number 3 here. As Kiwi starts putting for give up on hole 4. JMBoltz somehow getting a birdie chance here. I don't know how, but JMBoltz has somehow managed to involve the EpicCrossover cycling skip into golf. I am unsure how that's happened, but just an absolute cinematic skip ahead here for JMBoltz. As we get into hole number 5 for Kiwi. Kiwi having a pretty decent wind here. Does that make the distance? It does not. I am unsure what the wind is, though. So maybe it was like a 20 east wind or something. Okay, 20 west wind. So basically, I was right. All right. JMBoltz, unfortunately, 16 wind south here. Just not what you want on hole 5. But still can play this in the best way possible for a birdie. So really just going to depend on how JMBoltz can come back here, because I'm not sure how far behind it is, but we're gonna be we're gonna play how we can. JMBoltz, pretty good shot here. Does have backspin though, so that is gonna go farther back than he wants it to be. Kiwi on hole number 6. JMBoltz going for the birdie chance here. Will that make it in? Yes, it will. That's definitely what JMBoltz needs right now, as Kiwi lining up for a birdie chance on hole 6. Has a little bit further of a shot than Kiwi would like, but this could be pretty good for Kiwi. If it goes in, it is very close, but it does not go in. This is definitely the momentum shift that JMBoltz needs. Needs to have a decent shot here. It does not hit the tree, which is really good. And does have some nice roll to it. So puts it in a pretty good spot for like 17 feet. And a birdie for JMBoltz. Just as a reminder, the winner of this match will face off against either the number 2 seed Mudkip or the 31 seed Rymac, depending on if they win or lose, it is basically up to fate at this point. But that'll be the upcoming scenario for both of our runners. All right, Kiwi on to hole number 8 here. Has some strong backwind here. So we'll see where this lands. Does it have backspin? It does not. Does get a birdie chance here, though. And sinks it. A very nicely done shot from Kiwi. Definitely saved up a lot of time for sinking that putt. Kiwi onto hole number 9. Getting 0 wind here. 4 west wind here for JMBoltz. Does move it a little too far to the right here. So won't be able to get on the green. Set has to go on the edge of the green here. And unfortunately, that will not make it into the hole. Let's see what Kiwi gets here. That is a very nicely done shot from Kiwi. And that is a eagle chance. And sinks it. And just like that, Kiwi has some momentum going into the back 9. JMBoltz hitting the rough at the start, so it's going to slow down the ball a little bit. Now, does JMBoltz go for it here is the question. JMBoltz does. Will that make it? It's going to be very close. Actually, not close at all. I am so wrong. I did not realize the 10 miles per hour north wind there. Apologies for that. But both good shots from both of our competitors. Will them both make it? Kiwi does, but JMBoltz bolts out of the door and hits it onto the edge of the green. JMBoltz, does that go in? Unfortunately, it does not, losing more time by the second here. I stand corrected.
That's it.
Unfortunate mishaps here for JMBoltz. Cannot be messing up those putts at this stage of the game.
Great birdie.
Oh my goodness. Kiwi getting that shot in on hole number 11. Going into hole number 12 here. Has some strong 18 wind to the west here. Manages to play it off pretty well, though. Excuse me. 18 west wind for Kiwi here. Does that land in a good spot? I would say it does. As JMBoltz sinks it on hole number 10. Let's see what Kiwi does here. Decides to putt there. Not sure about that decision, but still ends up solidifying a birdie attempt and manages to sink it. JMBoltz trying to stay in this match here. Kiwi not going to club up here, which is going to be very interesting where this lands. Unfortunately, it will be pretty far away shots, but JMBoltz unfortunately has not had some luck on hole number 11, and we'll have to settle for a par. But Kiwi with a really nicely done shot, a birdie for Kiwi Fruit as Kiwi heads into hole number 14, setting up for a pretty decent shot on hole number 14. And if things couldn't get any worse for JMBoltz, unfortunately, that is not going to save JMBoltz at all. Decides to go for driver again. Does manage to make it in a decent spot to where if it was full power, it would have gone smooth sailing across the edge. But ooh, very close there from Kiwi. So much happening at once when you see both runners have some good wind here and there, or possibly replays. Because you know what? Why not? Let's have another replay. Replay number 32 of this whole tournament. Par shot for JMBoltz. Kiwi on hole number 15 now. Going for a shot number 3 here. Will that go in for Kiwi? It will not. JMBoltz with a pretty good shot here on hole number 13. Well, managing to get the birdie. Both runners getting their shots in as they move into holes 14 and 16 respectively. Kiwi having to play around the wind here. Had some nasty east wind here, but plays it pretty well to where lands in the bunker and then sets up for a very nice birdie shot, birdie chance here. So it's going to be very interesting to see if JMBoltz can catch up here. Unfortunately, with that rough chance, not in the best scenario, but we just got a chip in for Eagle. Even if JMBoltz does not win this match, that definitely has to feel at least somewhat funny to get here. We get another replay. That is 2 for JMBoltz this match. That is up to 33 as Kiwi gives up on hole 17. Going into the final, hole 18. Get some nice wind here. We are unsure if JMBoltz is. We don't know what the delay kind of is, so will be interesting to see. But unfortunately, with that missed putt there from JMBoltz, it looks pretty dire. And Kiwi has been playing on an absolute clinic so far. Kiwi going for the putt. This is for the win, and sinks it. That might have been 11-17. That almost beats JMBoltz's PB of 11-16. A tremendous shot from Kiwi Fruit. As we have basically about a minute delay from JMBoltz's side. This is truly a game of all time. Kiwi been playing out of their minds. And JMBoltz wishes he went home, because this has been an unfortunate scenario for JMBoltz. When he had a good game in the previous match, it showed that he was pretty far behind. But now, with this, JMBoltz unfortunately has to settle for a 3-iron. I like the strategy, and it does pay off pretty well, but does not get in the position that he really needs to be. Going for the red bar shot here. Will that sink it in? Yes, it will! A tremendous job from JMBoltz. Unfortunately, can I get 4 replays for this match? Number 34 for JMBoltz. See, if that was in the OG Wii Sports, that wouldn't have mattered. But in Wii Sports Resort, you get a replay. You get a replay. Everybody gets a replay. And that goes in the water. Unfortunate situation for JMBoltz. Can I get 2 water hits? 2 water hits. But GG's to both of our runners. JMBoltz been playing the best way he could. Unfortunately, the internet on JMBoltz's side just said no. We're going to give you a 1-minute delay. A 13 something. Oh, nope, never mind, not 13. A 12:35. You know what? Sure. Okay. You know what? Let's just leave it at that. GG's to both of our runners. Kiwi will be going on to the winners round 2. JMBoltz, despite the absolute horrific 1-minute lag spike, that JMBoltz will be moving on to the losers round 1 and will face either the loser of Mudkip or Rymac. So GG's to both of our runners. If Kiwi, if you want to express your thoughts first, absolute tremendous play from you, or JMBoltz, whichever one of you wants to speak up first. If you want to give your thoughts as to how the match went for you, Kiwi, what do you think?
Yeah, not too much to say. I feel like for a lot of us, 18 hole can kind of feel like you're just rolling the dice when you're not part of like the top players. I mean, I have a lot of respect for the people that can just sub 11 every time. It blows my mind. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I played okay. I practiced quite a bit, but like the one thing that I think practice can never prepare you for is like nerves and also dealing with things going wrong. I think like anyone ever would have reset early when you like have to play with it and just keep going. So I don't know. I'm surprised that it worked out.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Kiwi. Tremendous job, and we'll see you in the winners round 2. JMBoltz, run me through that first game real quick, because we'll get to the later games in a moment, but run me through that first game, and like, there was some missed putts here and there. There was some things you needed to improve on, but how did that transition you into the second round, and how you need to do that for later rounds moving on into the losers bracket? Let me know.
So that first game was like an absolute putting disaster. I was just so I wasn't even that nervous, but I was just overthinking all my putts, and it went so bad. I wouldn't even say I played that bad. Just the putting was terrible. And in game 2, I turned it around. Up to hole 17, I was actually doing really good. I think I was on like low to mid 11 pace. Then I had a terrible win on hole 18. I almost choked the win. So
Yeah.
and then game 3, just unfortunate. Like I don't even know what happened.
Yeah. So I would say
Disaster all around.
you definitely did not play bad. I mean, there was just some holes that it feels like it could have been better for you had things gone right for you, especially with that hole 18 on game 2. You still ended up winning that, but from our perspective, it didn't really look like that was the case, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on how you what do you need to work on going into the losers bracket? What do you need to like in order for you to progress?
Putting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would say?
Nerve control. I probably should do like more no reset runs to get used to like the setting. But you can't really train for nerves in the tournament.
Yeah.
It sucks, but I have a lot of work to do, so hopefully I'll do good in the losers bracket.
Yeah, and good luck to you and Kiwi and all of our other competitors in the tournament. It's sure going to be a fantastic showcase. Going to be between a bunch of different runners with a bunch of different backgrounds in this series. Some have been playing for a very long time. Some haven't really started yet. So it's going to be very interesting to see the dynamic between all the runners in this tournament. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Good luck to both of you guys, and we will see you guys tomorrow or today, depending on where you're from. We're going to see Speedy Club versus Ascanetti. That is going to be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is going to be 11 hours from now. So if you want to stick around for that, if you want to wake up for that, or if you want to do something else, I don't know. But we'll see you guys for that match when that time comes. And there's still plenty of other matches left to go. But thank you guys so much. Check out Hex Speedruns. He's doing a Wii Sports Resort all stamps thing. He's my goat too. And thank you guys so much. Take care. Peace out. Bye-bye.